get a lot of questions about how did you become a barrel racing photographer, being from New York City and all. So I thought I'd give a little backstory. What happened was basically we got wiped out by Hurricane Sandy back in 2011, 12, whatever it was. And my daughter-in-law Debbie lived out here in Queen Creek, so we were like, well, you had to do something. The house was unlivable, so why not go somewhere where it's warm? And there were so many people looking in New York City for apartments that it was impossible to get one, never mind get one with pets. So we ended up coming up with the idea to move out here for a little bit because it was cold, and my main concern was to get a roof over Debbie's head and the animals. So we moved out here to Santan Valley, and then one of my buddies moved away, and we ended up renting his house, which is about maybe 5 or 6 blocks away from Horseshoe Park. So one morning I'm over in Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm reading the newspaper, and they have a thing about motorcycle racing. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. Maybe I'll go take some photos of the motorcycle racing, since that's what I was basically doing in New York, car shows, and they had a couple motorcycle events that I did, which was cool. So I came here to Horseshoe Park and watched the motorcycle race, and all of that was cool. And then as I was leaving, I either seen a flyer on the bulletin board that there was going to be barrel racing, or one of the girls, it might even be Tyra Starkey, handed me a flyer, and I decided to come check it out the next night. And me being from Brooklyn, I never heard of barrel racing before. I thought it was guys running around the track carrying barrels of beer. I had no clue, which is really, really funny to thinking about it now. And so I came here, and I think it was the very first Pee-wee out. The horse kind of like bolted from her and took off, and the speed of it was totally crazy to me. And I'm taking photos from the stands, just following the kid around. Meanwhile, every parent that's in the place is like totally panicked. Me, I thought it was the greatest thing ever because I didn't know any better. And so then I took some more photos, and then I walked over and talked to Jill and Stacy, and they were like, "Hey, you want to take photos in the arena?" And I'm like, "Well, okay." And that's how it all started. About 1 million photos later, we are got the whole Southwest Barrel set up, and we're doing live streaming and all of that stuff. So that's how we ended up in Arizona doing barrel racing. Kind of a backward story, but I get a lot of questions every single time, so I figured I'd make a little video and explain it in my own words. So that's how that all came about. I often wonder what I would be doing if I had never found barrel racing. It's kind of crazy. So, all right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.